So I guess this is one of those nights where you debate if the glass is half full or half empty? Yep. Think Torres will play on Saturday when Subban returns? Flip a coin at this point, really, with this coach's lineup decisions. Preds lose 3-2 in overtime to the Tampa Bay Lightning at Bridgestone Arena tonight. It was a valiant effort that came up short, but if only the Preds played with the effort they showed tonight more often, they would be winning more games than they have currently been losing, and the fans wouldn't feel so deflated over a team that seems to struggle to get a win streak going. The game tonight was only available for viewing on NBC Sports Network. Previously in my Pred fan reaction videos, I've willed the penalty kill to improvement, seemingly, and last game I willed a certain player to be returned to the lineup despite lineup decisions. Perhaps I can will this to change. Would it kill NBC Sports Network to finally add a shots on goal clock? Everybody else does it. CBC, Sportsnet, even TSN in Canada has finally added one, and of course Fox Sports Net. What gives NBC? As well tonight, Bridgestone Arena felt rather empty as compared to previous games. Perhaps because it's finals weeks at local colleges, or perhaps the fan base is staying home and sending a message to this team to inspire them to want to come out to games and cheer them on. Even play in the first until Victor Hedman takes a shot that seems to deflect off of Craig Smith's stick, and it goes past Rene for a 1-0 Tampa Bay lead. Soon after, Preds get a power play chance, but they don't score. Whatever Lambert has done to this lineup only worked for so long. Coming into tonight, the Preds have gone a total of 0 for 19 on the power play, the last time they scored on the power play being the 6-3 loss to Vancouver. Much like the coaching system seemingly needs to adapt, the power play needs to adapt as well if this team is going to be successful in the long run this season. As per usual, that seems to be the trend this season. Nashville outshoots Tampa 13-3 in that first period, but as always, it's not how many chances you get, it's the ones that you bury, and that is why Tampa Bay is leading the Preds 1-0 after 1. Both teams continued to get their chances in the second period, including Steven Stamkos ringing one off the goalpost. Just over 6 minutes into the period, though, Tampa Bay ices the puck. And off of the ensuing faceoff, Kyle Turris wins it and gets it to Calle Yarncroke, who seems to fan on his shot at first, but gets a second chance, and that puck has eyes. And he ties this game at 1. Can't help tie this game from the press box, can you, Lavi? But the tie is short-lived as Andre Palat scores 31 seconds later, who had Pekka Rinne out of position, who was thinking shot from Nikita Kucherov, who got it to Palat, who found a wide-open net. Tampa back ahead 2-1. Later, in the process of going for the puck in the corner, Ryan Johansson elbows Braden Point in the face and cuts him up pretty good that he had to go get stitched up and switch his jersey. Initially, the refs were going to call a double minor on Ryan Johansson for the play, but with the new rule in the NHL, they were allowed to review it and instead gave Johansson a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. Initially, I thought, and I was seeing on Twitter, that a lot of Preds Nation thought it was too much of a call on Johansson. But I saw others, as well as myself, upon further review of it, that yes, the refs made the right call. Johansson could have made a hit while keeping his arm down, and no penalty would have been called on the play. The Preds are in a real pickle now, having to kill off a 5-minute power play by the Tampa Bay Lightning without their best center in the game, and from keeping this game from getting really out of hand. And the dream of seeing Duchesne and Johansson on the same line, that lasts half a game. Preds escape huge, and Tampa does not get a single power play goal on that 5-minute chance and only manage 1 shot on Rene. Tampa manages 15 shots in that second period to Nashville's 11 and maintain their 1-goal lead heading into the final frame. Matthew Olivier gets called for high sticking early in the third, and the Preds kill off another power play of Tampa's. I had tweeted at this point in the third period, if only the Preds power play could be as effective as their penalty kill has been as of late. Well, I seem to have willed it again. Erik Cernak of Tampa, in only his second game back after serving a suspension, elbows Daniel Carr into the glass in the head and only gets a 2-minute call for elbowing after what happened to Johansson. They don't give him a 5-minute major when it seemed a lot worse. This one was a lot more obvious. Elbow to the head into the glass. No discussion from the refs, no review, but unlike the Lightning, the Preds take advantage. Ryan Ellis gets it to Ekholm, who quickly gets across ice to the Freebird, Kyle Turris, one-timer. Tying the game at 2. Nick Bonino gets a high stick on Steven Stamkos, giving Tampa a late power play in the third. But the Preds stand tall again, and they kill it off. Tampa Bay would go 0 for 3 on the power play in this game. Preds would get a good late rush after that penalty kill, and Andre Palat knocks the net off, seemingly intentionally behind Andrei Vasilevsky, but the refs miss it and don't call it a delay of game penalty. And we end the third period tied at 2, heading to overtime. In overtime, the Lightning carried the majority of play, and without a big man like Ryan Johansson in the lineup, you knew it was only a matter of time before the better, more skilled team overall won the game. Rocco Grimaldi, who is not the right option to be covering Nikita Kucherov, gets a pass from Steven Stamkos, and Pekka Rinne has no chance as he scores. Tampa Bay 3, Nashville 2. So to recap, we'll have to wait and see what happens to Ryan and the NHL Department of Player Safety. Unfortunately, he is a repeat offender, having done almost the exact same thing to Mark Scheifele of the Jets last season when he got 2 games. I'm certainly going to lose it if he gets the same or more than Robert Bertuzzo did to Arvidsson. At the same time, if the NHL Department of Player Safety would like to review what Erik Cernak did to Daniel Carr tonight, that would be super. As I said in the lead, I'm okay with this effort. Tampa Bay is a very good team despite where they are in the standings, and I can tolerate losing a game like that. What I won't tolerate, and what no Preds fan anywhere should tolerate either, is if this team doesn't consistently put out efforts like they did tonight in the future. Otherwise, they are going to be a team that barely makes the playoffs and are our first round boot, or they are going to be a draft lottery team. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you liked this video. Hit subscribe if you really love seeing Kyle Turris back in the lineup tonight. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Canuck for Liberty. So, New Jersey is coming back to town on Saturday night for Subban's return. Let's not make it a pleasant return for his team. Okay, boys?